Hi students, this is Jamie Van Beek, and I just have a few announcements here to welcome you to PTA 112. I'm really looking forward to being your teacher this quarter and being able to work with you one-on-one, face-to-face in the labs each month during the quarter, and I'm really looking forward to that. I enjoy teaching the pathology course to you, but there's not so much interaction there as when you do a procedures class, so this is going to be a really good class. Kind of give you some ideas about what PTA 112's philosophy and what this class is about. PTA 112 is about taking the information that we learned in PTA 110 way back in the summer. If you can think back there, we learned about transfers, you learned about bed mobility, you learned a lot that had to do with acute care. And what 112 does is it gives you new material, but it also brings back the information from 110. So we'll be revisiting transfers, we'll be revisiting bed mobility again. So you get a chance to practice these skills, and then you get a chance to add in new skills so that you can actually make a physical therapy treatment session now. And that's the goal of this class, is that at the end of the quarter, you're going to be able to perform a 30-minute treatment on your patient. You'll be given a scenario, you're going to develop a treatment for that patient using and incorporating all of the elements of PTA 112 and then reviewing some of those from 110. PTA 112, it has some really interesting topics in it. We're going to learn about wheelchairs to start out with. There are a lot of different styles of wheelchairs. You're going to learn the basic components of a standard wheelchair. You're going to learn how to fit a patient to a wheelchair, how to make recommendations. You're also going to learn all the parts of the wheelchair, because as a PTA, you're going to have to work with wheelchairs. Someone needs their leg rest adjusted, their arm rested adjusted. They need a different seating system because they're having skin breakdown on their back. So you need to be able to make those recommendations and assist a physical therapist in designing a chair for a patient. The other thing about wheelchairs that you'll be learning is how to assist people. How do you teach someone how to propel themselves in a wheelchair or to go up and over a curb? So you're going to be working on those skills as well. We're also going to be working on ambulation aids, crutches, canes, walkers, all the different types of assistive devices there are. When is it appropriate to use which one? And then teaching different gait patterns to patients based on what kind of pathology they have, or let's say someone has had surgery and they can only put toe touch weight bearing through their foot, and the PT would like you to instruct them how to do a gait pattern with crutches using a toe touch weight bearing. So that's an example of what you'll be working on. We're also going to be working on pre-ambulation exercises, so mat exercises, how do you work someone into a parallel bar activity. We're going to be working on NDT, neurodevelopmental techniques, PNF, posture, and the gait cycle. So some very interesting topics this quarter that we'll be pulling together. For this class, it's designed a lot like the pathology class, but in some ways different. I'll be incorporating videos of me lecturing. I've been videotaping myself lecturing in my face-to-face PTA classes, and I hope to bring those in for you as well. I'll also have videotapes of our current students who are working on the same skills you are, so that you can get a chance to see how they're processing the material, and it'll help you with learning it as well. PTA 112 is running online and face-to-face at the same time right now, so I'm going to be able to kind of give you what the face-to-face students are getting as well. So I think you'll really enjoy that. The other part about for assignments is it's going to be very much like pathology. Every week there's going to be an assignment. These questions are more thought-provoking, they're more case scenario related, there's more interaction on the discussion board than there was in the pathology class. All part of a procedures class. It's kind of the next level up. The one thing that you really need to do as soon as possible would be to get your textbooks. Now, the textbook you use for PTA 110 this summer the Pearson Principles, Techniques of Patient Care you should still have, and we'll be starting right there with Chapter 7 on wheelchairs. So you need to start reading that. The other book that you need is the Physical Rehabilitation 5th edition by Susan O'Sullivan. It's a very good book which you will be using throughout the rest of your courses in the PTA program. Well, thank you for listening to my opening announcements about what PTA 112 is going to be like. I look forward to being your teacher and working with all of you. You can reach me on my office phone. You may reach me by email, or you may reach me on the discussion board. I am checking the discussion board on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you need me faster than that, please feel free to call my office or send me a direct email to my account at the college. Thanks, and have a great day.